फास्टेस्ट क्रिकेट स्कोर अपडेट्स या सबसे डिटेल्ड स्टैट्स,
क्रिकेट के अंदर बाहर की खबरें
या हेल्दी डिबेट्स,
सबसे एक्यूरेट एनालिसिस
या फैंस का क्रेज, सबके लिए एक ही प्लेटफॉर्म, क्योंकि क्रिकेट मतलब क्रिकेट नेक्स्ट।
Hello and welcome to Cricket Next. मैं हूं सौम्य कपूर and India have gone 1-0 up in the series against Afghanistan after winning the first T20I in Mohali. Shivam Dube remained unbeaten at 60 of 40 while Rinku Singh scored 16 not out of 9 deliveries that included a couple of fours. Well, to talk more about this, India's chase and also bowling, I have with me Chetan Narula and Jamie Alter joining in this live session. Welcome back to Cricket Next. Jamie, आपसे start करूँगा. After that mix-up in the initial stage of the game, we were back on track pretty easily, and ये youngsters ने दिखा दिया कि the T20 is a youngsters game. What do you have to say about this stage?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we discussed match से पहले कि Shubman Gill is only playing this match because of Jaiswal's injury. I don't think he's going to play for some time because that was a ridiculous call by him to Rohit Sharma, no less. Not the way you want to welcome back Rohit Sharma after 14 months of T20s. But it 160 was never going to challenge this Indian team. और देखो आज हम शिवम दुबे के बारे में बात करेंगे. But you've seen in the 14 months since Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma and KL Rahul have not played, this is not the first time we've seen it. जितना भी मैंने जितेश को देखा है, probably 80% of the time he plays these cameos. You don't need 50s, you don't need 100s. The guy's strike rate is must be 160, 170 on a regular basis. Dube is only here because of certain players aren't there. But if your backup player can walk in and get 60 or 40, chalo, Afghanistan hai. But look at his strike rate, 150. Rinku once again not out. Probably the 10th time he's not out. Strike rate 177. मैं जानता हूँ कि ये हर मैच में नहीं चलेंगे, but these are all guys who are 24, 25, 26. It's so bleeding obvious what India should be doing for the T20 World Cup, but we know कि इनमें से एक बंदा नहीं खेलेगा World Cup. That's the sad point, and that's something I'm always going to bring up when we do these live chats here.
True. Chetan bhai, what do you have to say? Rinku Singh में मैं थोड़ा बाद में आऊँगा because he has been doing that for quite often now. IPL में देखें, इंडिया के लिए देखें, but Shivam Dube playing a very important knock, very crucial knock under pressure. What do you have to say?
मैं यही कहूँगा कि मौका है भारत के पास एक सेकंड बॉलिंग ऑलराउंडर तैयार करने का, और आई थिंक वही मौके का फायदा उठा रहे हैं. अगर हम देखें, शिवम दुबे ने कंसिस्टेंटली खेला है, आयरलैंड में भी खेले, एशियन गेम्स में भी गए, सो सेकंड स्ट्रिंग साइड में ही इज बीन देयर और देयर अबाउट. जब से हार्दिक पांड्या को उन्होंने टीम मैनेजमेंट में सेलेक्टर्स ने डिसाइड कर लिया कि इनको वर्ल्ड कप पे फोकस करने में, ओडीआई वर्ल्ड कप पे, तो तब से शिवम दुबे कंटेंशन में आ गए. जब भी T20 मैचेस हुए इधर उधर, पोस्ट वेस्ट इंडीज ऑब्वियसली ही वाज इन कंटेंशन. सो आई वुड से कि ही इज देयर और देयर अबाउट्स इन टर्म्स ऑफ सेकंड ऑलराउंडर. उनकी हिटिंग एबिलिटी काफी अच्छी है, जैसा हमने देखा है. बॉलिंग ऑब्वियसली उस लेवल की शायद नहीं है जिस लेवल पे हार्दिक बॉलिंग करते हैं, बट एज लॉन्ग एज यू हैव अ सिक्स्थ बॉलर ऑप्शन. T20 में अगर आपका सिक्स्थ बॉलर आपको 2 ओवर दे रहा है, तो आप अपने फिफ्थ बॉलर से भी 2 ओवर निकाल सकते हो. सो ओडीआई की तरह वो प्रेशर नहीं होता है कि आपको 10 ओवर चाहिए या 7 ओवर चाहिए या 8 ओवर चाहिए. 2 overs here and there, that's good enough. So well played to him, and like I said कि एक ऑल्टरनेटिव तैयार हो रहा है. कल को हार्दिक पांड्या, भगवान ना करे उनको फिर से इंजरी हो या अनअवेलेबल हो, let's not hope that happens, but पूरा बैलेंस बिगड़ जाता है. and I think ODI में आप वो बैलेंस फिर भी रख सकते हो, T20 में आप वो बैलेंस नहीं रिटेन कर सकते.
स्पेस नहीं होता, कुशन नहीं होता.
I think he's coming up there.
Yeah. On that note, I'll also welcome Vineet to the live session. Vineet, welcome to Cricket Next first of all, and how impressive Shivam Dube's knock was, and how important it was, considering the kind of things going around in this T20I setup and T20I discussions.
Impressive, of course it is. It was showed his hitting abilities for sure. Important because, as Chetan mentioned, that Indian team, I think finally realizing the fact that it's not just about Hardik Pandya. You just have to have a viable, backup all-rounder option. So you're giving that opportunity to Dube. The most important thing for me here is the opportunity is given to a Shivam Dube, at number 4. That's, I think, is the most important thing. He capitalized on it. That's a good thing. There are 2 more matches to go. Hope he gets a game in those 2 games as well, and then he, continues his consistent performance, so that at least by the time that World Cup thing comes around, you'd say कि हाँ दुबे ने perform किया था इन तीनों matches में. Rightly mentioned by Chetan, the bowling also needs to improve, but again, giving him those 2 overs in the power play overs also shows what Rahul Dravid and the management are thinking, Rohit Sharma and the management are thinking. Yeah, it's a good thinking. You're not just relying on Hardik Pandya. His hitting ability was never in doubt. With CSK, he had a decent enough, run. Even I think the Syed Mushtaq Ali playing in the middle order, he was striking at around 150 odd. So he himself had that thing in mind. So you are getting, something there with Jitesh also at number 5, promising, innings for him as well. Showed that he can finish. So and you look at that lineup with Dube, Sharma, and Rinku coming, back to back. It seems okay. Three potential finishers there, but good signs for sure. And Dube, that's a promising. I wouldn't say very impressive knock. It's a very promising, knock. Further 2 more games, if he continues this momentum, then I'll probably add that word impressive.
Yeah. But Vineet, also I'll also talk about Shivam Dube's bowling. 2 overs, 9 runs, 1 wicket. If he continues to do that on a consistent basis, you can easily have a backup for Hardik Pandya, if not in the 11, at least in the squad.
Yeah, the thing is, again, the bowling isn't that great. ठीक है, वो wicket मिल गया. It was again, one of those field placement kind of a wicket. It was, more than Shivam Dube's own skill. His bowling has to really improve. I mean, you can't really match it to a Hardik Pandya. That it needs a lot more improvement. Those 2 overs was just trying to fish out how he responds to the situation, and he responded well. And of course, you'll have to think. I mean, this is an Afghanistan side. It's not an Australia side or an England side. You keep that in mind as well. But again, as I said, it's a promising start. Still a long way to go in terms of thinking that he would be a viable bowling and batting option, as a replacement for Hardik Pandya. As a batting option, of course, but bowling, I'm not really sure. Yeah, 6 bowling option. If you don't have anybody else as a last resort, you may go at him. But it's against stronger teams. I don't see a captain bringing him on in the 5th over or the 6th over. I mean, they'll probably keep him as a last resort.
Yeah. Coming to the other batter, Jitesh Sharma. He can bat a bit up the order, probably 3 and 4. He can come down at 5 and 6. Can give you those kind of runs. I mean, इनको दूर क्यों रखा हुआ था इतने टाइम से? What do you have to say about today's knock? And because we have seen him in the IPL, we know he's capable of doing that multiple times.
See, like I said, I mean, जितना भी मैंने जितेश को देखा है in the IPL, especially last two seasons for sure, and then the handful of matches he's played for India in T20s I'm talking about, majority of them he's doing the same thing and he's doing it pretty well. I wouldn't say Rinku Singh level of consistency, but he's doing a job. He's not getting you 50s, but he's getting you 31 off 20, 25 off 15. These are golden runs from someone batting in a very, very tough place. He's never going to bat higher than number 6. आज मौका मिला because certain players are not there. उनको 6 और सिर्फ 6 पे खेलना चाहिए because you have plenty of options. You have Tilak, you have Sai Sudarshan, you have Shivam Dube. तो fringe players बहुत हैं और जब ये बड़े नाम आ जाएंगे, हार्दिक पांड्या का नाम हमने लिया है, Sky is going to come back. So he's never going to bat more than 6. On certain days, in fact, he might even be pushed down to number 7 now and then. But, for someone who's been groomed for a role, someone जिसका game awareness, finishing awareness, मेरे हिसाब से बहुत अच्छा है. Today's knock was just one more example why I think he should definitely be one of the 2 keepers going to the T20 World Cup.
Yeah. Chinmay, coming to Rinku Singh, जितनी बार ये लड़का खेलने आता है कुछ ना कुछ बेहतरीन करके जाता है. एंड टुडे इट वाज अगेन नॉट मेनी रन्स बट 16 रन बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट थे. 9 बॉलों में आए. व्हाट डू यू हैव टू से? आई मीन, हम बात करते हैं प्लेयर्स की, हम बात करते हैं कॉम्बिनेशंस की. ही शुड बी समवन जिसके इर्द गिर्द थोड़ा सा वो मिडिल ऑर्डर बनना चाहिए ना.
नहीं, आई डोंट थिंक उनके अराउंड मिडिल ऑर्डर बनना चाहिए. आई थिंक देयर आर और देयर आर अदर प्लेयर्स जिनके अराउंड बैटिंग लाइनअप रोटेट कर सकता है. आई डोंट थिंक उनका ऐसा रोल है कि जिनके अराउंड आप एक बैटिंग लाइनअप बना सकते हो. ही डजंट बैट इन दैट रोल. ही इज अ फिनिशर, आउट एंड आउट फिनिशर. बट स्किल वो है कि हाउ टू फिनिश द गेम, चाहे वो 16 रन बनाने हो 9 बॉल्स पे, या 50 लगानी हो, या फर्स्ट बैटिंग करके लास्ट के 3 ओवर्स का फायदा उठाना हो. मैंने पहले भी कहा है शो पे कि आप फिनिशर बनाते नहीं हो. फिनिशर, पीपल आर बॉर्न फिनिशर्स.
Yeah.
यू कांट ट्रेन समबडी टू फिनिश द गेम.
Hmm.
आपके पास वो अंडरस्टैंडिंग, ट्रेन, व्हेन आई से ट्रेन, मतलब ऑब्वियसली आपको खेलने की अपॉर्चुनिटीज मिलनी चाहिए. जितना ज्यादा आप खेलते हो उन सिचुएशंस में आप सीख भी सकते हो. लेकिन वो सिचुएशंस आइडेंटिफाई करना, सिचुएशन समझना, गेम अवेयरनेस, दैट हैज टू बी अ नेचुरल क्वालिटी. दैट्स व्हाई वी हैव हैड वन धोनी, ओनली वन धोनी. धोनी ने जो किया वो कोई रिप्लिकेट नहीं कर सकता. So from that perspective, I think Rinku has that skill. At least he has that natural talent. Can he do that on a regular basis? So far, he has done it in different situations. I think he's a very, very valuable T20 player.
Yeah.
Whether he can do that in ODIs, I think he can. But can India find a spot for him in ODIs? मुझे तो ये नहीं लगता. जैसे जेमी इतनी बार कहते हैं कि इनके लिए वर्ल्ड कप में स्पॉट बनेगा, which is going to be a very, very sad day. और वहीं पे इंडिया का सील हो जाएगा कि वो वर्ल्ड कप नहीं जीतने वाले. So yeah, I mean, I don't want to think about it too much, but for right now, I will just say कि he's brilliant to watch, and it's entertaining to watch him and the way he finishes the game off. So yeah.
Yeah, Vineet, what do you have to say? कि T20 World Cup के लिए I'm not going. I won't discuss about the ODI format right now क्योंकि उसमें भी time है बड़े tournament में. But just for the T20 World Cup, he should be in that 11. The way he's been performing. अब वो guarantee तो कहीं भी नहीं हो सकती ना, किसी के भी साथ नहीं हो सकती. Anyone can get out in a get dismissed in any of the important games.
नहीं, मोस्ट डेफिनेटली. लुक, गारंटी तो है नहीं. 11 का दिक्कत ये है कि इट्स स्टिल अ लॉन्ग वे, एंड आपके पास इतने सारे जो प्लेयर्स हैं इंजर्ड आउट हैं, जो फॉर्म में नहीं है, ड्रॉप कर गए हैं. जब वो सारे दिग्गज प्लेयर आ जाएंगे ना, जैसे चेतन ने बोला, कि ये फिर जगह मुश्किल, बहुत मुश्किल होगा for a Rinku Singh, for a Jitesh, for somebody like a Shivam Dube, कौन सूर्य कुमार यादव आ सकते हैं, श्रेयस अय्यर आ सकते हैं, ऋषभ पंत आ सकते हैं. You would have a Kohli coming back in, so it's going to be a muddle there. तो बहुत मुश्किल होगा. But yeah, I mean Rinku Singh, the kind of caliber. I'll just say one thing about Rinku Singh कि जैसे चेतन ने बोला, वो आप ट्रेन नहीं करते हो एज ए फिनिशर बनाने को. बट द थिंग इज, अगर उनको एटीट्यूड आपने दे दिया, माइंडसेट दे दिया, फ्री फ्लोइंग तरीके से रिंकू सिंह खेल रहे हैं, एंड यू कैन सी द ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन राइट आफ्टर दैट. केकेआर के साथ जो 2 साल उन्होंने बिताए, उससे पहले भी रन मारते थे, नंबर 5 पे, नंबर 6 पे यूपी में रन मारते थे, यूपी को ऐसे निकालते थे, ऐसे काइंड ऑफ सिचुएशन में बिल्कुल धुआंधार पारियां खेलते थे. बट द काइंड ऑफ फ्रीडम एंड जिस फ्री तरीके से वो खेल रहे हैं आफ्टर दैट 2 गुड स्टेलर आईपीएल सीजन, दैट रियली शोज कि यार उनका माइंडसेट उसी हिसाब से है. T20 game for them, for him probably is becoming a bit easier for him. He's able to understand those situations better. So उस तरीके से वो खेल रहे हैं. Impactful innings for sure. But ऐसे लोगों का यही होता है. अब जितेश शर्मा भी जिस तरीके से खेल रहे हैं, he is also in that finisher role. But the advantage जितेश शर्मा has, he is a keeper also. तो बात फिर रिंकू वर्सेस जितेश शर्मा पे भी आ सकती है. So that is the kind of thing that the management, all those guys will have to keep in mind. 11 में स्क्वाड में जरूर रहेंगे, बट 11 की बात तो यार ऑन दैट गिवन डे वाली बात है. आई मीन दैट्स समथिंग दैट वी कांट इवन स्पेकुलेट दिस अर्ली. आल्सो स्क्वाड में डेफिनेटली देयर, ही हैज शोन ग्लिम्पसेस. वो अपना वो टेम्परामेंट उन्होंने दिखा दिया है कि यार आऊंगा मैं, चौका जो छक्का जो भी मारना है मैं करूंगा, मैं प्रेशर पे नहीं आऊंगा. जितेश ने भी वही दिखा दिया है. So it's going to be very tough for me. As I said, Rinku versus Jitesh could be the deciding factor in terms of finisher, and Jitesh might, get ahead because you have an extra wicket keeping option there.
Okay. But Jimmy, do you think ये debate खड़ी हो सकती है? Because okay, I understand एक finisher के role में भी शायद Jitesh successful हो सकते हैं, but again the kind of composure, because as a fan, not as an analyst, but as a fan, if you look at Rinku, you still get that idea now in T20s कि यार ये है, शायद मैच निकल जाए अगर फंसा भी है तो. So do you think जितेश को शायद वहाँ पे एज मिल सकता है? What just said.
No, I mean, for me personally, look, दोनों बहुत consistent है. Let's forget about domestic cricket. We know कि Syed Mushtaq Ali Trophy is just a selection process for an IPL contract. Let's look at the IPL. जितेश करते आ रहे हैं 2 सीजन से, शायद 3 सीजन से. रिंकू भी करते आ, लेकिन रिंकू's been doing it a bit more consistently. Also the volume of runs. Jitesh has got lovely 25s, 38s. This guy's got 50s, 60s. Unfortunately, end of the day, that does get you more weightage. Between the two, I think थोड़ा उनका range, रिंकू का range थोड़ा अच्छा है. You see, Jitesh, he slogs, the head sort of falls over. A lot of the balls they land in, again, I'm being hypercritical here. A lot of the balls land in no man's land. Rinku के boundary पार होते हैं वो shot. So I think that will edge him out. But like I've been saying since that 5-match Australia series, जब 6-7 प्लेयर वापस आएंगे तो 6-7 की जगह नहीं बनती है, right? So and unfortunately, if you're a wicketkeeper right now, whether you're Rishabh Pant, well, not Pant because he's too good, but if you're Ishan Kishan, who are the 3 keepers India picked in the last 1 year? Ishan Kishan, Sanju Samson, and Jitesh, right? आप जो भी करो, वो केएल राहुल नाम का बंदा वो आके वही जाएगा, right? He will be India's first choice keeper for the T20 World Cup. Samson का नहीं बनेगा, ईशान किशन का unfortunately due to all the stories going around, I think उसका भी पत्ता कट गया. So your 2 keepers to my mind will be KL Rahul and Jitesh Sharma. And once KL Rahul comes back, you think now the interesting part is KL Rahul को आने के लिए क्या वो क्विंटन डिकॉक को बोलेंगे कि मैं मिडिल ऑर्डर में खेलूंगा और मैं कीपिंग करूंगा. KL Rahul can take the orange cap. KL Rahul can score 450s in the 3 weeks or 1 month before the T20 squad has to be announced. The only factor maybe जो यहाँ पे could be a spanner in the works is if he's not keeping wickets, then how do you bring him? I'm assuming he's going to come back as the keeper batsman. But he didn't keep last season. Dickcock kept. Rahul ने उससे पहले वाला season keep किया था. Is KL Rahul going to lead Lucknow Super Giants? Is he going to bat in the middle order? Is he going to keep? That is something I don't think we've been dwelling upon too much when we say कि वो आएगा. But overall, just because he's KL Rahul, just because he gets a free pass in his IPL franchise, and just because Rahul Dravid coach हैं, हमें एक नाम रखना पड़ेगा एक सेकंड कीपर के लिए और मेरे हिसाब से वो होंगे. So all these talks about is Rinku better, is Jitesh better, doesn't matter until someone says Rahul आ रहे हैं या राहुल नहीं जा रहे.
Yeah, okay, moving on to the comments here, and Chetan भाई यहाँ पे उज्जवल का एक comment है, insecurities creeping in. It was evident with Tilak Varma's approach. Do you think?
I don't understand the comment. I mean, batting करते करते security आ जाएगी.
Probably he means that this Virat playing at number 3, he'll be coming in at playing at number 3. तो वो कहीं ना कहीं वो बैटिंग में वो अप्रोच में दिखाई दे रहा है.
नहीं, जब आप बैटिंग कर रहे हो तो आप ये थोड़े सोच रहे हो कि अगले मैच में विराट आ जाएंगे और मैं नहीं खेलूंगा. प्लेयर्स ऐसा नहीं सोचते हैं. उनको जो मौका मिला है, I'm sure he was batting and he was trying to do the best for himself, for the situation.
Agreed. I'll come to you for this. What do you make of Tilak's underperforming run streak?
यार अभी तो शुरू किया है, क्या अंडर परफॉर्मिंग स्ट्रिक की बात कर रहे हो. लुक, दैट इज अ T20 गेम, राइट? दे एवरीबॉडी गोस फॉर रन्स. वो अपना लंबा खेलने के लिए नहीं देख रहे हैं. एंड दैट द शॉट दैट ही गॉट आउट टू, यार बढ़िया शॉट था. गुलबदीन नाइब टुक अ वेरी गुड कैच. बहुत बढ़िया कैच. इट वाज नॉट द केस दैट ही वाज ट्राइंग टू प्ले लॉन्ग रन मार रहा है. Also, I mean, ठीक है, the runs weren't that great, so you didn't have to go hammer and tongs as well. Whatever he did, 26 of 22 deliveries and got out to a very good piece of fielding. So I wouldn't really put that blame के underperforming streak है. ठीक है, how he started 50 मारा, ये मारा, ठीक है, रहता है. You cannot have that consistency. But look, he's a solid hand at number 3. He has shown he has that temperament. West Indies में भी दिखाया, उसके बाद जहाँ पे भी मौका मिला दिखाया, यहाँ पे भी दिखाया. I mean, after that initial wicket of रोहित शर्मा और गिल का भी wicket के बाद तिलक वर्मा did hang around a bit. जब मौका मिला, he scored his runs. And to add to that previous question as well, कि हाँ, there's no बैट्समैन जब खेलता है वो उस इनिंग्स की नेक्स्ट बॉल के बारे में बात करता है, वो उस नेक्स्ट बॉल के बारे में सोचता है. तो आई डोंट थिंक, आई मीन फ्रॉम दिस वन पर्टिकुलर गेम यू वुड से कि अंडर परफॉर्मिंग स्ट्रीक है या नहीं है. T20 में तो एटलीस्ट यू कांट रियली से दैट मच. एवरीबडी इज गोइंग फॉर रन्स. समटाइम्स इट कम्स ऑफ, समटाइम्स इट डजंट. जितेश शर्मा पे वही है कि जितेश शर्मा ने मारे तो से 31 रन, एज जेमी राइटली पॉइंटेड आउट, देयर वर फ्यू शॉट्स वो नो मैंस लैंड पे गए, थोड़ा करीम जन्नत का वहां पे फील्डिंग एरर भी था. सो इट हैपेंस, some days it comes up, some days it doesn't. Tilak Varma का that shot any other day would have been a 6, but it was caught today. So ठीक है, that happens, but he's been impressive so far, Tilak Varma.
I have a comment from Rick Mishra as well for you, but Vineet sir, his dot balls also won't come back, no? I mean, he's talking about the dot balls.
But 200 रन थोड़ा ना हम चेस कर रहे थे. The chase was 150 and you could see the spinners struggling, so it was a below par score as well. So इसका मतलब ये नहीं था कि आपको risk लेने की जरूरत थी. Dot ball you could have afford, you could afford dot balls, and in the end ultimately you did win by over two overs to spare. So that's fine. I mean, in hindsight, आप देखो कि यार इतने dot ball खेलिए, ये खेल लिए, वो खेल लिए, थोड़ा बैटिंग भी टफ रहता है. उनका भी जो स्टार्ट था, गुरबाज और जदरान का भी था, उन्होंने भी थोड़ा स्लो ही खेला. बॉलिंग भी अच्छी थी. फजल फरूकी जो है अच्छी बॉलिंग करते हैं. मुजीब वाज इन गुड स्पेल एज वेल. यू हैव टू रिस्पेक्ट योर ऑपोजिशन एज वेल. ऐसा भी नहीं है. तो ठीक है, दैट वाज फाइन. ऐसा नहीं है कि इट वोंट कम बैक फॉर श्योर, बट रिस्क लेने का ऐसा कुछ नहीं था. डॉट बॉल यू कुड अफोर्ड इन दिस काइंड ऑफ चेस. इट वाज अ बिलो पार चेस.
And also, अगर risk लेने के चक्कर में विकेट निकल जाए तो then again you also face criticism. Okay.
Absolutely.
Next comment, please. Jimmy, you can't really judge Shivam Dube bowling against Afghanistan, लेकिन ठीक है. I mean, we've talked about this. We've talked about this. And कि हाँ बिल्कुल नहीं कर सकते, but अगर आज जैसा spell अगर वो दे जाते हैं consistently, then we can think about it. Okay. Another one is, I mean, they are having conversation among themselves now. Shivam is okay. Shivam is good with the reach. He has, and also good when he picks the ball on the back foot. If he is in their plans, hopefully they use him well. Jason का comment है. Jimmy, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, look, he hits the ball a long way. I mean, मैं नहीं कह रहा हूँ, बहुत लोग ने पिछले 4 साल में उनको युवराज के साथ कंपेयर किया है. Unfortunate, but when you're big, when you hit the ball hard, when you play spin really well, when you like Yuvraj, you also have problems against quality pace. The comparisons will come there, and I think the fact that Shivam Dube अब तक 4 साल हो गए उनके डेब्यू से, 4 साल से ज्यादा हो गए, बल्कि अब तक वो अपने जगह कायम नहीं कर पाए. It just says how he's far from being a settled player or far from being the finished product. But he's consistent when he plays for Mumbai in white ball cricket. He does decently well in red ball cricket. और अभी जो 2 साल से वो चेन्नई के साथ जुड़े हैं, that is probably, I mean, that's definitely what's got him back in the Indian team.
Yeah.
तो जैसे कि मैं बहुत बार कह चुका हूँ, जितने भी खिलाड़ी अंतरराष्ट्रीय हो, अनकैप्ड हो, कैप्ड हो, जॉश हेजलवुड हो, सैम करन हो, जब तक ये लोग धोनी के साथ एक सीजन नहीं बिताते ना, I don't think they come near to understanding their own potential, So look at the players. Who's going to CSK this time? Rachin Ravindra is going there. Daryl Mitchell is going there. Just see what a Rachin Ravindra gains from spending, 2.5 months with Dhoni. तो उसी लिहाज से अगर शिवम दुबे, like Vineet said, उम्मीद करते हैं कि अगले 2 मैच वो खेलेगा. He should play now. You got 60 or 40. Just to backtrack, before this comment, just to backtrack, he was also like 30 of 26 balls. So he also struggled. Tilak Varma, agar wahan tak pahunch jate, perhaps he also with a flurry of boundaries could have got there. But coming back to Shivam Dube, it's good he's bowling. Like Vineet said, Afghanistan hai field placing wicket. हमेशा 2 over 9 run के लिए नहीं जाएंगे. कभी-कभार 30 run के लिए जा सकते हैं. He has a lot of work to do. But the key to him bowling for India is bowling for CSK. और अब तक धोनी ने उनको एक बार भी ball नहीं दिया. So that could probably keep a very, very minimal chance of him bowling again. Also, look at the fact that only 2 seam bowling options were picked, right? अगर एक और होता, उस बेचारे का एक भी ओवर नहीं आता. तो let's praise his batting. Let's praise his ability to come back after a long time and do this. But I personally don't expect him to bowl that often for India.
Okay, next comment from Rick Mishra was, चेतन भाई, ये आपसे पूछूंगा मैं. Sky and previous management made a blunder benching Dube for those 8 matches, especially when Hardik was not there. What do you have to say? He's talking about the previous games.
किसको याद है यार प्रीवियस गेम्स में किसको? हर मैच में तो प्लेयर्स बदल रहे हैं, हर मैच में स्क्वाड बदल रहा है.
True. Yeah. But again, they could have used him in a better way. Do you think आज की knock के बाद, especially not talking about his bowling, just for the batting,
As in, I don't understand.
as a batter in that middle order, if Hardik wasn't there, the management, the previous
आज की नॉक के बेसिस पे आप पुराने मैचेस पे कैसे डिस्कस कर सकते हो? उन मैचेस में नहीं खेला है. आज की नॉक में जो हुआ है, we can say कि he can play that role going ahead. पीछे क्या हुआ है, it doesn't really matter. उनको नहीं pick किया. There were other potential players there. So yeah.
Okay, next comment please. Vineet, the 5-6 players जो कम बैक करेंगे उसमें रविंद्र जडेजा होंगे.
यार वाइस कैप्टन था एक टाइम पे रविंद्र जडेजा, नॉट सो लॉन्ग एगो ही वाज द वाइस कैप्टन. क्यों नहीं होंगे? डेफिनेटली रहेंगे यार. आई मीन लुक, अक्षर पटेल, आई हैव ऑलवेज बीन सेइंग दैट फॉर द लास्ट 2 इयर्स, अक्षर पटेल कुछ भी कर जाए, 10 विकेट पे 0 रन पे 10 विकेट ले, ही स्टिल बी अंडरस्टडी टू रविंद्र जडेजा. और जहां रविंद्र जडेजा तुम्हें अवेलेबल दिखेंगे, अक्षर पटेल बैठ जाएंगे, और वही होने वाला है. रविंद्र जडेजा तो इज अ शो इन यार. आई मीन माइट एज वेल बी नेम्ड एज अ वाइस कैप्टन.
When we talk about performances, आज एक 9 में भी अच्छा था, विकेट भी ले लिए, जो काम मिला वो कर दिया. उसके बावजूद किसी को थोड़ा सा पीछे आना.
दिक्कत पता है क्या? जडेजा और अक्षर पटेल को आप सेम लेवल में नहीं देख सकते. तो आप वो कंपैरिजन कर ही नहीं सकते कि यार इसने अच्छा किया, उसने अच्छा किया. अक्षर तभी अच्छा करेगा जब जडेजा नहीं होगा. जडेजा रहेगा, जडेजा करेगा, और अक्षर को मौका ही नहीं मिलेगा. अनफॉर्चुनेटली दैट्स द अनफॉर्चुनेट पार्ट फॉर समबडी लाइक अक्षर पटेल, हु इज लाइक हूबहू a mold of Ravindra Jadeja, who is again much I'd still consider a much better bowler and a batter. तो हाँ, डेफिनेटली, आई मीन रविंद्र जडेजा तो उस 5-6 में डेफिनेटली रहेगा, बारिंग एनी मेजर इंजरी कंसर्न और एनीथिंग. एंड फिट है यार. एंड ऑल्सो वन ऑफ द बिगेस्ट फैक्टर फॉर रविंद्र जडेजा, यू टॉक अबाउट हिज bowling batting, gun fielder, one of the best fielders India has produced. That makes a difference. Aksar Patel, ठीक है, decent fielder, but that's decent. Like decent or good or being the best में बहुत फर्क रहता है यार. और that's it. That third dimension always would have Ravindra Jadeja a couple of steps ahead of Akshar Patel or any other player in contention with him.
Yeah. Okay, next one please. Jamie, Rick Mishra is asking. Rick Mishra has got a lot of questions for you guys. Really want to know from all of your point of views, what kind of approach do you guys T20 cricket? Complete, risk-free, irrespective of first batting or chasing, or playing according to the situation? Jamie, I'll start with you.
See, I don't think you can be completely risk-free when you bat, right? But definitely, I mean, ये मैं कह रहा हूँ, कोई बड़ी बात नहीं. बहुत लोग कह चुके. India have been playing an outdated format, which is why it's been 7 consecutive T20 World Cups. इक्के तुक्के एक आध प्लेयर ने किया था, but it's what Jitesh is doing, it's what Rinku is doing. You just have to have a certain. मैं ये नहीं कह रहा हूँ कि आप पहले मैच के पहले बॉल पे तीनों स्टंप्स दिखा के रैम शॉट मत करना, But I mean, unfortunately, in this social media fanboy era, we don't remember what happened last week. Do people watching this show, do they remember the T20 World Cup of 2022? Chetan was there in Australia, right? India had the worst power play batting, worse than Zimbabwe. How is that justified? Chetan asked the question, can India afford to lose? Forget that. The question is, how can it be allowed, justified that Rohit Sharma and KL Rahul had the worst power play batting, So this is the problem, right? अब रोहित शर्मा कर सकते हैं, केएल राहुल कर सकते हैं, लेकिन जब वो नहीं कर रहे, I personally would want to see someone who can do it. Is that person going? I don't know who that person. I'll throw you Jaiswal's name. I'll throw you Rinku Singh's name. Jitesh Sharma. ये हर मैच में चलेंगे. I was just looking at Jitesh Sharma. He's batted 6 times in T20Is for India. 3 बार single figures. 3 बार जब वो डबल फिगर्स तक पहुंचे, बंदे का स्ट्राइक रेट 150 से 165 के बीच है. You need that. Is that going to work every time? Of course not. Like तो Sachin would have had 500 centuries. But T20 आपको थोड़ा, it's all in the head, man. You think Rohit Sharma lacks for skill? You think KL Rahul lacks for skill? You think Virat Kohli lacks for skill? Of course not. Look at Virat Kohli's numbers. 52 average, 140 तकरीबन का strike rate. But intent की बात है. I cannot say that I've never played for India कि क्या pressure है. But why is the dot ball count always high for Indian players as compared to most of the other players, right? रोहित शर्मा ने खुद ही कहा था 2-3 महीने पहले, अब एंकर की कोई जरूरत नहीं है T20 में. Yes, he's very hit or miss. His numbers are pretty poor compared to his white ball stature, but he at least tries to get things going. So just coming back to Rick Mishra's question, if you want to win trophies, और बहुत बार कह चुका हूं, if you're not winning trophies, there's no point playing sport. You need to be aggressive. There's 140, 142 से कम strike rate in my book, no matter where you're batting, not acceptable. If you want to win T20s, if you're happy beating Bangladesh, Zimbabwe, Afghanistan, Sri Lanka, great for you. अगर आपको ट्रॉफी जीतना है, एलेक्स हेल्स को देखो, बेचारा इतने साल बाद वापस आया, भाई मैच जीता, मैच चला घर. You need to have that balls up approach. Unfortunately, not enough of our Indian players have it.
चेतन भाई, ये चीज मैं आपसे भी पूछूंगा जो रिक मिश्रा का कमेंट है. व्हाट शुड बी द अप्रोच, रिस्क फ्री इररिस्पेक्टिव ऑफ बैटिंग फर्स्ट और सेकंड, और प्लेइंग अकॉर्डिंग टू द सिचुएशन?
मैं इतना लंबा आंसर नहीं दूंगा जितना जेमी ने दिया. Irrespective of whether you're batting first or chasing, your approach should be that in the first 6 overs you have to go at minimum 10 and over, and then after 6 overs you assess what the situation is. Simple. That's it.
Okay, next and last comment please, Vineet. Yeah, so Shreya Pandey is asking, Vineet, when the batter makes a call, you run. That's basic. How can Gill be looking behind at the ball? Like, what was he thinking? I was coming to this run out only for the.
That's the classic case of ball watching, Shreya. That's what it is. I mean, very short answer. He was caught ball watching. He did not respond. He was not looking at his partner, who was his captain also. He was just not looking. He did not respond to that call. He was ball watching. He was caught ball watching. It was Rohit Sharma's call. It was Rohit Sharma who took the initiative to run. Rohit Sharma was yelling at him to run. He did not respond at all. He was not looking at all. And by the time he could make sense of the situation, Rohit Sharma was standing right beside him, and the ball had already been gone to the wicketkeeper. So it was, it is basic. You don't want to see that happening, especially if somebody like Shubman Gill, but that happens here. It's just a game of cricket. वो जो brain freeze moment, brain fade moment कहते हैं, वो हो जाता है. And Gill was just caught ball watching there. I mean, nothing more to say about it. Pure and simple case of forgetting the basics.
नहीं तो ना lighter note, क्या आपको लगता है कि गिल ने जब देख लिया था कि रोहित शर्मा ऑलमोस्ट उनके एंड पे आ गए हैं, तो शायद वो स्ट्राइकर एंड पे चले जाते?
नहीं यार, अब गिल अब वही है ना, वहां पे गिल जो बैट्समैन है या गिल जो बैट्समैन का माइंडसेट है, उसे पता है मैं अपना विकेट तो देने नहीं वाला, चाहे कैप्टन हो जो भी हो, मैं अपनी जगह पे खड़ा रहूंगा. उतना उसमें दिमाग था. I mean, yeah, that's the selfishness that you need, the selfishness that a Virat Kohli has, the selfishness that probably Sachin Tendulkar also had. अपना विकेट नहीं देंगे, खुद की गलती हो जो भी हो, हम अपना खड़े रहेंगे. और वही किया गिल ने. He did not move at all. कोई और होता आगे चल जाता, 2 स्टेप आगे ले लेता, but not Gill. Kudos to him for that. But yeah, unfortunate.
She's saying इतनी सर्दी में I won't blame, सच में हो गए होगा blame please.
बिल्कुल हो सकता है.
उस विकेट का ज्यादा नुकसान नहीं हुआ. Jason is saying he felt more bad for fielding 20 overs in that cold and being run out in the first over. I guess he's talking about Rohit Sharma coming back after 20 days and getting out for a duck, for 2-ball duck, and that too a run out. So yeah, you need to feel bad.
At least catch तो पकड़ा.
Yeah, but ठीक है, उस विकेट का, उस रनआउट का बहुत ज्यादा नुकसान नहीं हुआ. As India have clinched a win in this first T20I. Well, gentlemen, thank you for your time and thank you for your insights. दोबारा मिलेंगे, दोबारा चिट-चैट करेंगे आपसे. Bye bye. Good night.
फास्टेस्ट क्रिकेट स्कोर अपडेट्स या सबसे डिटेल्ड स्टैट्स,
क्रिकेट के अंदर बाहर की खबरें
या हेल्दी डिबेट्स,
सबसे एक्यूरेट एनालिसिस
या फैंस का क्रेज, सबके लिए एक ही प्लेटफॉर्म, क्योंकि क्रिकेट मतलब क्रिकेट नेक्स्ट.